You know, there's been a lot of controversy over the power of government, and voters in Pennsylvania became the first state in the nation to limit the governor's emergency powers. That after approving 2 ballot measures in a special election last week. Republican lawmakers in the state proposed the new amendments in response to the lockdowns and restrictions imposed by Democratic Governor Tom Wolf during the pandemic. But Wolf has called these new measures misguided and reckless. They call for emergencies, including lowering the limit for disaster declaration to shorter period, from 90 to 21 days, and transferring the power to extend emergency orders from the governor to the state legislature. So what does this mean? Republican Congressman from Pennsylvania, Guy Reschenthaler, joins us. He's a member of the House Rules and Committee and House Appropriations. So, Congressman, good to see you. Why did the Republicans put this on the ballot for the voters to decide and, to take the power back from your Democratic governor?
Well, Eric, good to see you. And as always, just please call me Guy. The voters of Pennsylvania looked at how Governor Wolf handled this pandemic, and they saw that he was absolutely arbitrary and capricious with his lockdown orders. They saw that he took punitive action on some industry over others. And they decided that no longer should one person in government have the power to declare an emergency that lasts indefinitely. And these 2 constitutional amendments make a lot of sense. It puts a deadline on the emergency power, the emergency declaration for 21 days, that it's an automatic expiration. And additionally, it says that the General Assembly can vote at any time to rescind and end the emergency declaration. I think this is a step in the right direction. And frankly, it's the only way that Pennsylvania voters could hold a rogue governor like Governor Wolf in check, who just starts to go after businesses and also makes horrible, lethal decisions like sending COVID patients into nursing homes.
Well, you called him a rogue governor. I mean, he would say he's trying to protect people, and these new measures are aimed at public health and give the executive, not the legislature, the guidance and power to carry out executive orders. Are you afraid that this type of thing could water that down?
I'll call him a rogue governor again. The reason is because he was in his 2nd term. No one could hold him accountable. And because of that, he went way overboard on these orders. Additionally, he rewarded friends and punished enemies. Case in point, he shut down a coal mine in my district that literally is the size of Manhattan with fewer than 100 coal miners. That's the definition of social distancing. At the same time that he did that, Eric, he gave his cabinet company, his family makes kitchen cabinets, he gave that company a waiver. Further, he went after small mom and pop shops that couldn't lobby for waivers and rewarded big box stores. He shut down construction sites that were outdoors, almost the definition of social distancing when you're outside building homes. He shut down online car sales. It doesn't get more social distance than shopping for cars online. And also, the Wolf administration knew that the decisions they were making were going to cost people lives. Another case in point is Secretary Levine took her own mother out of the nursing home her mother was in. She moved her mother into a hotel. They knew the decisions they were making were costing lives and costing people's livelihoods. They went along with it anyhow because the General Assembly had no recourse to rescind the emergency order.
Yeah, the governor's not here to defend himself on that, or the other official, let me point that out. But meanwhile, 10 seconds left. What do you think this will do to the situation of power and going forward?
Well, what I'd like to see is other states adopt this measure, because it's time for the people in the General Assembly to take power back from these governors who yield far too much power.
The legislature and the governor and this issue of state powers, Congressman Guy Reschenthaler of Pennsylvania. Congressman, I'll call you Guy. Thank you.